What if I told you that some of the most bizarre creatures on Earth, and some of the most incredible creatures on Earth, live in a world devoid of sunlight, under crushing pressure? You might think university rankings are complex, but wait until you dive into the alien-like existence of deep-sea life. Prepare to have your mind blown by facts that redefine what you thought was possible. This is a realm where the rules of life as we know them are rewritten. Here, in the perpetual twilight and in utter blackness of the ocean's depths, evolution has sculpted life into forms so strange and so fantastical, they seem to belong to another planet entirely. Yet, they are our fellow inhabitants on this Earth. We are about to descend thousands of meters below the waves, into a world that covers most of our planet, but remains almost entirely unexplored. It is a place of immense pressure, freezing temperatures, and an eternal night, punctuated only by the living lights of its inhabitants. The challenges of survival here are monumental, and the solutions that life has found are nothing short of miraculous. Each creature we encounter is a testament to sheer tenacity and boundless ingenuity of the natural world, a living story of adaptation against seemingly impossible odds. So, join me on this journey into the deep. We will witness behaviors that defy belief and uncover biological marvels that scientists are only just beginning to understand. Forget what you think you know about life on Earth. The abyss holds secrets that will not only fascinate, but fundamentally change your perspective on the very nature of existence itself. Prepare to have your mind melted by the 10 most astonishing facts from the deep sea. In the absolute blackness of the abyss, where not a single photon of sunlight can penetrate, life has created its own light. This is bioluminescence, a silent, cold fire that illuminates the deep. It is not a rare trick. It is the dominant language of this world. An estimated 90% of all creatures living below 500 meters can produce light. They do so not for warmth, but for life itself, to find a meal, to attract a mate, to vanish from the sight of a predator. Unlike the fire we know, this is a chemical light, produced with remarkable efficiency, animated graphic luciferin and luciferase reacting to produce light. It can be switched on and off in an instant, a controlled and deliberate signal. The famed anglerfish dangles a luminous lure from its head, a hypnotic beacon that draws unsuspecting prey towards its waiting jaws. It is a perfect, deadly trap, woven from living light. From the faintest glimmer to a blinding flash, bioluminescence is the force that orchestrates the intricate dance of survival in this vast, dark theater. It is a world lit not by a sun, but by its own inhabitants. The challenge of finding a partner in the vast, unlit expanse of the deep sea is immense. For the deep-sea anglerfish, evolution has produced one of the most bizarre solutions imaginable: sexual parasitism. When a tiny, free-swimming male anglerfish finally locates a female who may be hundreds of times his size, his life's quest is over. He latches on with his sharp teeth and a permanent fusion begins. Their skin and circulatory systems merge, losing his own eyes, losing his fins, losing internal organs. Only his testes remain. He is no longer an individual but a part of her, drawing all his nutrients directly from her blood. In return, he provides the one thing she cannot find easily in the dark: a ready supply of sperm. Some females may carry half a dozen or more of these parasitic males, becoming a self-contained reproductive ecosystem. This strategy, though utterly alien to us, is a remarkable guarantee of passing on their genes in a world where a chance encounter might be the only one a creature ever has. For centuries, we believed all life on Earth ultimately depended on the sun's energy. Then, in 1977, we discovered a world that shattered that belief. Clustered around hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, entire ecosystems were thriving in complete darkness. These vents spew superheated, mineral-rich water from beneath the Earth's crust. It is not sunlight that fuels this life, but chemical energy, chemosynthesis. The foundation of this food web is not plants but bacteria. These microbes harness hydrogen sulfide and convert it into energy. They form thick mats over the rocks or live symbiotically inside other animals. The most spectacular are the giant tube worms, some over 2 meters long. They have no mouth, no gut, no anus. Their bright red plumes absorb vent chemicals, which are then transported to the billions of chemosynthetic bacteria living inside their bodies. Those bacteria produce food, and in turn, the worm provides a safe home and raw materials. It is a perfect partnership, creating an oasis of life in the crushing, sunless deep. Chapter 4. The pressure in the deep sea is almost beyond our comprehension. At the bottom of the Mariana Trench, it is over 1,000 times greater than at the surface, equivalent to having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. Such force would instantly crush any land animal, and yet, life flourishes here. This is only possible because deep-sea creatures have evolved extraordinary adaptations right down to the molecular level. Their bodies are mostly water, virtually incompressible. Cell membranes would become rigid and fail under such pressure. So, deep-sea animals have more unsaturated fats in their membranes, keeping them fluid and functional. Their proteins are also built differently. They are shaped and reinforced to resist being squeezed out of their functional forms. This is a fundamental re-engineering of the building blocks of life itself. Chapter 5. While many deep-sea creatures are small, the abyss is also a realm of giants. Here, some animals grow to sizes far exceeding their shallow water relatives, a phenomenon known as deep-sea gigantism. The most famous example is the legendary giant squid, which can reach lengths of up to 13 meters, its eyes the size of dinner plates, the largest in the animal kingdom. But it is not alone. The giant isopod, a relative of the common woodlouse, can grow to the size of a house cat, scuttling across the seabed like an armored alien. One leading theory points to the extreme cold of the deep ocean. Lower temperatures slow down metabolic rates, allowing animals to live much longer and grow continuously over their extended lifespans. Temperature, metabolism, size. Another idea, known as Kleiber's law, suggests that larger body sizes are more metabolically efficient, a crucial advantage in a world where food is incredibly scarce. A larger body can travel further to find a meal and can survive for longer periods between feedings. Whatever the reason, these giants are the undisputed kings of their dark, cold kingdom. Chapter 6. Between 200 and 1,000 meters below the surface lies a strange and hostile layer of the ocean, known as the Oxygen Minimum Zone, or OMZ. Here, due to a combination of biological and chemical processes, the concentration of dissolved oxygen can fall to levels that would be fatal for most marine animals. It is an aquatic desert, a zone of near suffocation. And yet, remarkably, some creatures have adapted not just to survive here, but to thrive. The most enigmatic resident of the OMZ is the vampire squid. Despite its name, it is not a true squid and does not drink blood. It has evolved a unique, low-energy lifestyle. Its metabolic rate is the lowest known for any cephalopod, allowing it to get by on very little oxygen. It has large gills and special blood proteins that are incredibly efficient at extracting what little oxygen is available. Rather than actively hunting, it drifts passively, using sticky filaments to collect falling particles of organic matter, known as marine snow. It is a life lived in slow motion, a masterpiece of energy conservation in one of the ocean's most challenging environments. Chapter 7. In the twilight zone, where faint glimmers of sunlight still penetrate, visibility is a matter of life and death. The best way to avoid being eaten is often to not be seen at all. One of the most effective forms of camouflage is transparency. The glass squid, the ghostly glass octopus. Many of these animals are almost completely see-through. Their vital organs are often consolidated into a small, opaque cluster, or are silvered like a mirror to deflect light, rendering the rest of their form nearly invisible to predators hunting from below. But where some creatures hide, others have evolved extraordinary ways to see. The barrel-eye fish possesses one of the most peculiar visual systems on the planet. It has a completely transparent, fluid-filled head, through which you can see its internal, tube-shaped eyes. These eyes typically point straight up, scanning the water above for the silhouettes of prey. But when it finds a target, it can rotate its eyes forward to focus on its meal as it moves in to attack. Chapter 8. The deep sea is a world defined by scarcity. The crushing pressure, the extreme cold, and the lack of food create an environment where energy is the most precious commodity. In response, many deep-sea inhabitants have adopted an incredibly slow pace of life. Their metabolic rates are drastically reduced, meaning all their biological processes, from moving to growing to reproducing, happen in extreme slow motion. This slow metabolism has a remarkable side effect: extreme longevity. The Greenland shark, which patrols the deep, cold waters of the North Atlantic, is the longest living vertebrate on Earth, with individuals estimated to live for 400 years or more. They grow at a crawl, perhaps only a centimeter a year, and do not reach sexual maturity until they are over a century old. It is a strategy that trades the frenetic pace of surface life for the gift of time, allowing species to endure in a world where every calorie counts. Chapter 9. In the dimly lit twilight zone, where shadows can mean the difference between hunter and hunted, bioluminescence is used for more than just attracting prey. It is a key tool in the art of camouflage and deception. Many species of fish, squid, shrimp employ a clever trick called counter-illumination. They have light-producing organs or photophores arranged on their bellies. By precisely controlling the intensity of this light, they can match the faint downwelling sunlight from above, effectively erasing their own silhouette and making them invisible to predators lurking below. It is a dynamic, living invisibility cloak. But the deception does not end there. Light can also be used as a weapon of confusion. When attacked, the deep-sea shrimp Acanthophira can spew a cloud of luminous goo, momentarily blinding and distracting a predator while it makes its escape. A flashbang grenade in the deep. Other creatures use lures not just for hunting, but for misdirection, dangling a glowing appendage away from their main body to tempt an attacker to strike the wrong spot. In this world of faint light and deep shadow, manipulating perception is a sophisticated and essential survival skill. Chapter 10. On the deep seabed, far from the dynamic world of vents and predators, there exist ecosystems of incredible antiquity and fragility. Here we find vast gardens of glass sponges. These are not plants, but animals. Their skeletons are constructed from intricate lattices of silica, the same material used to make glass. They filter tiny particles of food from the passing currents, living a life of profound stillness. Some forming reefs, that stretch for kilometers, are among the oldest living animal-built structures on Earth. Individual glass sponges have been found to be over 10,000 years old, silent witnesses to the entirety of human civilization. But their great age is matched by their extreme fragility. A single pass of a deep-sea fishing trawl can destroy a reef that took millennia to form, turning an ancient living cathedral into a barren wasteland of rubble. Outro. We have journeyed to a world that feels as alien as another planet, yet it is a vital part of our own. The deep sea is a library of biological marvels, where life has answered the most extreme challenges with solutions of breathtaking ingenuity. From parasitic love affairs and sunless gardens to living lights and cathedrals of glass, the creatures of the abyss force us to expand our definition of what is possible. They are a testament to the relentless creative power of evolution, which, given enough time, can fill every conceivable niche on our world, no matter how hostile. But this journey also comes with a profound sense of responsibility. These ancient, slow-growing ecosystems are incredibly vulnerable. As our technology allows us to reach deeper into the ocean for resources, we risk destroying wonders we are only just beginning to understand. The fragility of the glass sponge reefs, the slow lives of the Greenland sharks. These are not systems that can recover from damage on a human timescale. Their loss would be an irreversible erasure of millions of years of evolutionary history, a silencing of stories we have not yet learned to read. The deep sea is the last true wilderness on Earth, a reservoir of mystery and discovery. It reminds us that our planet is more complex and more wondrous than we can ever fully appreciate. Protecting this hidden realm is not just about preserving strange creatures. It is about preserving the integrity of our planet's largest and least known ecosystem. If you enjoyed that, dive deeper by liking and subscribing for more incredible nature discoveries. The more we learn, the more we understand what is at stake.